today we're going to be making an apple cider marinade so that you can marinate your turkey in. It is, the ingredients you will need will be rum, a cup of brown sugar, a handful of crushed cloves, whole cloves, but just crush them a little bit to release all of the flavor in the cloves. You're going to do that also for the peppercorn. Just get a handful of each, however much you want. And then we're going to have some salt to taste, about a teaspoon of salt. Chopped onion, about enough to make a cupful of onions. We also need a bottle of brown beer by Guinness's. Apple cider, of course. Bay leaves, about 4 bay leaves. And some honey. First, we're going to put the apple cider into the pan, about, not all of it, about half a pot full. Then we're going to start adding our other ingredients. Just pour them in at your leisure. The onions, about a teaspoon of salt. Not a lot of salt, just enough to flavor, because you're going to also be adding flavor, salt, and whatever other things you want to your turkey as it's roasting. The brown sugar should be packed, and it could be light brown or dark brown is your choice. A bottle of brown beer, I prefer Guinness, and a cup of rum. And oh, don't forget the honey. Put about a cup of honey. And your bay leaves. We're going to add about 3 or 4 bay leaves. Now, these ingredients can be adjusted according to the size of your bird. We're going to be roasting about a 14-pound bird. Okay, now we're going to put the ingredients on the stove, and you're going to just stir them. You don't want it to start boiling. You just want it to heat up a little bit to release all of the flavors into the apple cider. We're going to stir it just enough to make sure the brown sugar is melted and all the ingredients are mixed together. You may heat it for maybe 3 or 4 minutes or so. Just like I said, we don't want to boil it, because when you pour it onto your bird, we do not want it to cook your turkey. So we're going to mix everything together. Okay, once the brown sugar has completely dissolved, that should be good enough. Now, once you finish with that, you can marinate your bird in a big pot or a giant plastic bag. Whatever you have, you can marinate your bird in. And once you put the bird into the container, you're going to pour your marinade on the bird. And if the marinade is not enough to cover the bird, you're going to pour the rest of your apple cider onto it just to get over the bird. Cover it up tightly, put it into the refrigerator, and let it marinate overnight. And then once that is complete, you will cook your bird according to the directions on the package.